If there were a satellite in space, there would be no need to build a comm towers in the middle of the ocean. The Earth with flat surface, and it does not move. And it is covered with a glass dome called firmament, and containing inside the sun, moon, and stars, which are the ones moving. Above and below is water. Compass is used to navigate on flat surface to distinguish north, east, south, and west. Water is always level and contained the Arctic Circle, and Antarctica holds the oceans in. The solid glass dome firmament holds the air inside the flat surface called terranium, creating an airtight vacuum. The Earth does not spin like a ball and does not move. Sun, moon, and stars are seen moving inside, moving around over us, which prove geocentricity. Thunder boom sounds are only created when bounce off a solid object, this being called the firmament. If you got a bigger bowl like this, try it at home. Pop a balloon inside. It would sound like a thunderbolt. UN world leaders know, stated on their logo, a flat Earth map. Again, sun, moon, and stars rotate, not Earth, from east to west. So let's pretend that this is the firmament and this is the sun, okay? The rotating of the sun is like this. That's why on the other side, there is night and day. As you notice, every after rain, there is a rainbow that form curve like this, because that's the reflection. That's the reflection of the glass above, which is the firmament. The sun rotating like this, not like this. In 1958, rockets reached heights to confirm that the Earth was not what they originally thought at school. 12 countries came together to form Arctic Treaty and says its scientific purposes. Unguarded with marshals, military personals, and equipment, and any expedition to Antarctica could face a criminal penalties for any entry. The sun tells time of day. The moon tells the day of the month, and stars tell month of the year. You know why sometimes you can see on traveling in an airplane, you will see the horizon is behind the sun, because the sun is not 93 million miles away. When you travel, you could see the sun so near. And no, we are not living on a spinning ball, which inside is fireball and ozone layer and all this. This is hawks. They teach it in school. That's why I hated school. Sometimes some videos you will see NASA, they are floating inside their cabin. They're using CGI, okay? They're using harness to fly over. It's important that you have full understanding of the construct of geocentric, electromagnetic universe. Again, we're not on a ball. Earth consists of concentric rings of physical lands spiraling out from 0-point axis at the center, just like a drop of water that falls into a larger body of water, creating a ripple effect beginning from its point of impact. Refer as the magnetic North Pole. Central pole is not just a metaphor, but an actual physical marker or magnetic pillar. If they could leave Earth, they wouldn't need bunkers, don't you think? There are things that can make you go, what is this place? More than 25 years since the ISS, quote-unquote, entered orbit, and more than 100 eclipses on those 25 years. Yet not a single video of those eclipses was filmed from the ISS. The moon landing was an IQ test, and most people failed. The exploration of the moon stopped because it was impossible to continue the hoax without being ultimately discovered. Of course, they ran out of pre-filmed these episodes. No man has ever ascended higher than 300 miles, if that high. on above Earth's surface. No man has ever orbited or landed on or walked upon the moon in any publicly known space program. And if you doubt this, please explain how astronauts walks upon moon. Enclosed in a space suit, in full sunlight, absorbing a minimum 256 degrees of heat, surrounded by the vacuum. It is not from me. I didn't make this story. William Cooper says this. Search it. What about satellites if there is no space? There is no such thing as satellites outside space or outside the Earth. NASA has hundreds of satellite balloons. Google it. Many other companies have played it. These high-altitude balloons can carry 8,000 pounds, including telescopes, equipment, and internet. There is also underwater cables. Navy, combats knows this. And Antarctica, 360 ice wall is supposed to be there to hold the foundation of water. There is a group of people from government treaty builds and wanted to make a hole in the ice wall. Nobody knows how thick the ice is. From start of digging, they feel like it's a hard stone. Second digging became a sky ice. And every time they want to penetrate making holes, these holes, as their surprise, heals itself. And they don't know what had happened. Up until now, they are studying as what they called sky ice. It's the same with firmament. If you penetrate it with rockets, it is shown as a water waves, like it heals itself. Our Creator knows everything, that He knows what would people do. Nobody can go off the earth, period. They don't discover 85% of our ocean. Now you want them to study space? Come on. Sky is blue because the water above it. That is how Earth is balanced with water. Even our body are balanced with water with 60%. Have you ever seen the other side of the moon? Is it sphere, round, flat? When something is round and far away from you, you cannot say what shape it is. So looking at it, it could be a flat plate, it can be oblate, it could be concave, or it could be a sphere. Have you seen a moon rotating like a ball in the sky? We've always seen one side of it, which is impossible that it is a spherical. Using the word round is correct. Plate is also round. Look at the moon right here. Does it look round to you? Yes. Look like a sphere? Yes. Is it really a sphere? Take a look at it far away. It looks really a spherical, but it's just a page of book. Look. So if you cut it out, that's flat plate. I will show you a demonstration how a moon do its phases. The moon is a cosmic plasma, so when it's enter in the water, it shows phases of the moon. Alright? And that is how moon is. That is also why we see stars through the moon, especially through moon phases. Moon only illuminating the local clouds. Shade from a sun is cooler than direct sunlight. Moon shade is warmer than moon light. Moon produces cold light. So moon is not a solid rock. That's what they said 298,300 miles away. Again, moon is a cosmic plasma. Also, you can try it at home. Put 4 kinds of circles, flat, concave, spherical, on the wall. It should be far away from. Then take a video of it. You wouldn't know what shapes are each of them, so no one can land on it. People believe everything what NASA told. That they put a flag, they can play golf in the moon, or even drive a truck. Neil Armstrong took all the credits from landing it, but not giving credit to the ones who took this picture that's already waiting there. These guys are all US militaries, men who coerced into acting. They wanted the money and power, came with that deal. The problem, they were terrible actors. They couldn't even pretend to be excited when they see something new on space. Usually when we do birthdays, graduations, we are too much happy. We see it in our faces. But space exploration, you find something new, a discovery, for example, you don't celebrate it, knowing that they are always lying to the world. Their facial expressions are similar to those who's experiencing constipation and not celebrating an accomplishment. Search and Programs for Tech Advancement has this 100-page disclassified document from the CIA agency. Includes doctoral dissertations defended in the Scientific Council of Institute of Physics and Geophysics in USSR. In it, you will find detailed descriptions of any experimentations sponsored by the Academy of Soviet Union. And they also have a tool used to determine the difference luminosity of the firmament. That's why NASA signed contract with Nikon to discontinued Nikon IP900 zoom camera, because there you would see luminaires, different types of colors. That's what NASA called planets, is only a wandering stars. But NASA showed you this perfectly curved circled shaped with colorful identities. They also mentioned on that document of a near sun halo in their opening lines. You know what's kicker? This dissertation contains a certain formula of the brightest of the sky, taking into consideration only the brightness of the first order, and derived on the assumption of a flat Earth. And also the founder of NASA Exploration, on his graveyard, there is a psalm, a verse, that over our head is a firmament. History is written by the victors. So what if the victor story is fabricated? What if the story they gave us is all about a recent past? Was nothing short of a complete lie. For far too long, humanity has relied on the Board of Education to receive its official narrative. The problem is their narrative makes absolutely no sense. There are big mistakes on the timeline that show us all not only did they lie, but they hid the previous civilizations from us, with no mentions of our ancestors that are looking a little different, especially the heights of these people, traveling with no issues and doing it all with style and efficiency, with beautiful, massive architecture that we can't rebuild today, powered up cities, riding around on their advanced technologies. But wait, I thought 1800s were a bunch of idiots riding around on horse and biking. Because when you look back and do a little bit of study, it's so obvious. This old world was discovered and then destroyed, resurfaced and populated. There's nothing new under the sun. Rockefeller flooded your brain with lies. Your brain is like a parachute. It won't work if you don't open it. Think about your family tree and how it all began. Astronauts doesn't study space. They study underwater.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental free.
In short, they are scuba divers pretending that their CGI photos are real. Moon landing is a joke. Most astronauts use CGI images with green screen to deceive humanity of hiding what's really real. Scuba divers constantly checking oxygen levels while keeping in contact what's above them. If you do your research, scuba divers only have 45 minutes to 1 hour of oxygen with full tank. Astronaut suits are not capable of supplying oxygen for 68 hours. Again, astronauts trained underwater, not outer space. Some of the photos of their spacewalks now equipped with snorkel. Are you kidding me? No one ever goes out the Earth. Not even a rocket of Elon Musk can penetrate the firmament. Every time Elon Musk pushed up rockets, it just became a water waves. Because what's above, so below. What's below, so above. Down is water, up is water. Or believing astronauts are floating outside the Earth. Come on, give me a coffee. I'm totally awake. And I'm also a scuba diver, so I know all these things. There is no such thing as gravity. It is magnetism, electromagnetism. It's the same as your heart center, like you have toroidal field. Gravity cannot be proven. Gravity is still considered as theory. And oh, everybody tell me it's crazy that I believe flat earth. Well, I see it with my own eyes. There is no curvature. When seeing horizon, have you seen a curvature? The answer is no. That's why it's called horizon, horizontal. It's not like a surgical operation that is so complicated to understand. And I don't have any idea where it ends. Who knows? Only the creator knows. The sun regulates outer energy. That's why men's cycle follows the sun. And women's cycle follow the moon, which is the feminine energy. Masculine and feminine. Flat earth was used to educate students way back. When you buy a globe artifacts on any libraries, there's always a sticker on the bottom of it that says that this globe is not for education purposes. It's only for decoration. But used in most schools from 3rd grade up until when you will believe this nonsense. Every major city in North America was scorched by fire. That's between 1850 till 1900s. Every city in North America was scorched by fire. Maybe the reason of using flat earth as an education? If you are watching, wherever you are, search about North America cities. All of the city if you can. Search Great Fire, then type the city. Any city in North America. Between 1850 to 1930, cities was completely torched up. And my question is, why is that? You know that teachers only giving you figures? It's always up to you how you could use it. When student truly ready, teachers disappear. No society or elites wants you to be wise. It is against the investment of all the societies. If people are wise, they cannot be exploited. If they are intelligent, they cannot be forced in a mechanical life to live like robots. And they will always have a fragrance of rebellion. If you deeply observe, everything is your teacher. Those who are able to see beyond the lies and the shadow of any type of culture will never be understood, let alone believed by masses. Science in school is a scam. NASA is not what you think it is. The head of NASA Space Exploration knows that Earth is covered with a firmament. The only thing they do is deceiving masses to believe that Earth is globe and it is moving. Water does not behave in that way in a convex. If you put water in the container, the water takes the shape of the container. So at what point the water surround a ball on the outside, and supposedly that ball is spinning. We all know that space is a vacuum. Then shouldn't it suck the water from the outside? You can't even reconcile some of their suggestions that they are making. They know the truth, but they hide it because they make an oath for job long. Government should know virtually nothing about us because we are private citizens. But now everything is backwards. The media is supposed to giving us facts and we should be formulating our opinions based on that information. Instead, media gives us their opinions and we are supposed to decipher all of this, whether that's a fact or not.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.